yes, your faithful fans were watching with the eyes of grief and disappointment. It was their first home defeat to City in over a decade. The double was planned for City, actually. It was just like a story of Mordecai and Aman. That was the way it was meant to be. Unfortunately, the script was playing in favor of Liverpool before the moment turned around. The water turned to blood, and everything turned. It became a chaos and a catastrophic moment. Yes, for Liverpool. Then the tail turned cruel. Dominic Szoboszlai, who was like the hero in that game in the final, who scored the opening minute for Liverpool. I'm gonna say that it became from villain to to victim. He's scoring the opening goal. He was the hero, setting the noise ablaze and keeping the fans on their knees while they keep on speaking goodwill about Liverpool and the Reds before the tragic befell. Szoboszlai causing Bernardo Silva's equalizer, and another will happen to the Hungarian who was sent off. Yes, after a foul. Yes, to Erling Haaland, and that was how the whole story changed. The whole transformation happened, and the turnaround was recorded for Pep Guardiola and his boys, who left Anfield not only with joy but with a closer and a mindset of catching gap with Arsenal on the table. They are currently in the second spot, but they have the hope of catching up with Arsenal if care is not taken. Good evening and welcome to the Sport Radio Show. My name is Jeremiah Oluwaferonmi Omoniye. This is Women Radio WFM 91.7. You know the way we do it. This is your Sport Cruise program, and I won't be doing the program alone. I have my guys will be joining me this evening, where we talk about the stories across Europe, in Nigeria, and everywhere in the world. Yes, and that's it there. Liverpool, they were meant to do the Lord's work. Unfortunately, the plan did not go. And slot was slaughtered. That's just it. We'll be back after this time, and then we'll go straight into the stories we have this evening. Don't forget, Rivers United is in the story this evening, and things are not going well for Finning the George and the Port Harcourt Warriors. And also, let me put it to you, Ikorodu City, they are top of the league. And also, the Falconet, they will be playing their reverse fixture, yes, this weekend. But let's take it back. We'll be back after this time, and then we'll go strictly to the stories we have this evening. Good evening once again.
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, welcome back. Don't forget, this is your favorite frequency, WFM Women Radio 91.7. Yes, I have Peace in the studio with me. Peace, good evening and welcome to the Sport Radio Show.
Good evening to you. Thank you for having me. It's great to be back to talk sports.
Yes, Peace, let's just how was your weekend? Let's start with that.
I think my weekend went absolutely well, and it was actually a nice weekend. A whole lot of games went down. Yes, they were supposed to be the icing on the cake, but Liverpool could not finish the job, unfortunately.
I don't understand. When did that? Are you the coach? Are you Anslot?
I'm not the coach, but after spending millions of pounds, you expect Liverpool to at least do their due diligence against one of their biggest rivals at home. You expect that to happen.
This am I sure I'm talking to Peace?
Yes.
How did Liverpool's problem become your problem?
Because I'm an Arsenal fan now, so obviously if they cannot do the job, it indirectly affects Arsenal. But kudos to Manchester City. It makes it more interesting now.
Let me tell you something. It is you guys' problem. You guys had a chance to have beaten Liverpool the way Man City beat Liverpool. You didn't. You guys had a chance to beat Nottingham Forest. You didn't.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
You didn't. So whose fault?
No, it's not anybody's fault, but we all know that game yesterday could easily have gone, Liverpool's way. But unfortunately, for me, I think the villain yesterday was probably Alisson, because he caused the goal, and he made the mess, by fouling I think Nunez, the Manchester City player, so which was so unnecessary. So I think the game between Liverpool and Manchester City is entirely different from the one we saw against Liverpool and Arsenal. So you cannot really compare. I think it was really open. Liverpool had the opportunity, in fact, better chances to conceal to seal off the game, but they could not capitalize on their efforts and everything like that. But kudos to Manchester City. It makes the league more interesting. It keeps Arsenal on their toes.
Oh, you guys are using that one. Maybe if that is what makes Arsenal fans
Please,
sleep tonight.
but please, like, I need to know what is it that Arsenal did for you, that you're always finding a way to banter Arsenal, even when we're actually not doing badly, honestly.
Yeah, okay, you guys are not doing badly. Okay, if you say so, you guys are not doing
Yeah,
badly. I'll take that.
actually.
I will take that. Okay, let's start with the home scene before we go fully into go to Europe and that. Okay, let's start with Rivers United. Rivers United is in the story. I need to play Jingle Bell, Jingle on the way, Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell. When you are talking about Father Christmas Pro Max, call Rivers United. Father Christmas Pro Max, Rivers United. And tell me, what were they sharing? Rivers United were sharing points. They were doing Father Christmas. They were just giving out points. They were doling out points to everybody. Come oh, I have points to give you. And that was the first in Uyo on Sunday when they played against Pyramid of Egypt. The game ended 4-1 in the in Rivers United adopted them. It was really an unexpected. We thought we've seen it all when Remo Stars suffered at home to Sundowns, but playing against Pyramid, it was another big one. Another ISO, um, another caution to tell us that the Nigerian league is nothing but a shambolic parade of players and whatever, maybe management inclusive. Because I don't still understand, well, year in, year out, we still have the same problem when it comes to management, when it comes to having the right club, when it comes to competing properly in the home scene. At one point in time, Nigerian clubs were really big guys. Nigerian clubs were really doing well. What happened to the glory days? The glory days has just been like the days of Blackburn Rovers, the days of Nottingham Forest, who at one point in their life won the UEFA Cup. And today, they don't look close, like the days of Bolton Wanderers. And that's the way we are having it in the Nigerian league. I don't think, even if they demolish or if they restart again, I think that's one thing that is very, 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 very important right now. We need to restart the league. We need to create it again, because whatever we're using for the league, I don't think it is working. Yes, I don't think it is working. Whatever. And that's why I'm starting with. The phone line is open. It's 07000 917 917. The Nigerian league, I don't understand right now. At what context? A club had the effort to leave the league and they came back after one day. That is another thing again about the Nigerian league. Right now, things needs to be done better. Please. Rivers United, I was expecting, at least if you are going to die, you should die honorably. But their deaths came through a live wire. It was a colossal defeat, back-to-back home defeat for them. They lost to Pyramid 4-1. I know maybe you were not seeing this coming. You were focused on the Liverpool Man City. You guys forgot to pray for Rivers United.
Well, I don't know about praying for Rivers United, or honestly, because
It's not now. They are not helping you to say.
They were already out of the competition.
They're not helping us now.
Okay. And no, honestly, it's not about it's just about how we performed consistently in the continent. We've not been we've been really underwhelming. The likes of Remo Stars as well. So it's been really shambolic, just like you mentioned earlier. The confidence level, obviously, going into that game was absolutely nothing, probably zero, because you did not really we didn't, as like as a fan that supports the NPFL, we did not really expect much going into the game. And of course you would say that you expect them to at least pray for the pride. I mean, they tried, but the quality is just it's just like the gap between the quality is just a lot right now, and it's really difficult to just look at the quality of the league compare. I mean, the NPFL is not even top 10 in Africa, so that shows that we have a whole lot to do, a whole lot of gaps to fill, and the North African teams they're not showing signs of slowing down. So it just shows that our league is definitely below par in terms of tactics, in terms of technicality. That's just like above every other, above every other country currently when it comes to North African teams, the teams in Egypt and co, the teams in Morocco, the teams in Nigeria, they all look to dominate the CAF Confederation Cups, and when it comes to continental competitions like that. So, and we've all gone there to just always go there to just mark attendance and come back. I mean, it's not really been
to mark attendance
and come back. So that's just
wow.
nobody expected for them. And the fact that they were already eliminated going into the game, they were just trying to play for pride, but unfortunately that did not work out as well.
Rivers United has another game left, and that's against RS Bakanin. Bakanin, I've seen their game live before at Uyo. They played against Orlando Pirates, and in that game they defeated Orlando Pirates via penalty. Okay, let's look at the result of the games that were played in the CAF Champions League. Let's talk about Stade Malien against Experience. Stade Malien defeated Experience by long goal. Thunders against St. Elul Lupopo played a 1-1 draw. Alali and Kabli played a barren draw. Asfa of Morocco against Young African. They defeated Young African by a long goal. And also Luanda and Simba played a 1-1 draw. Power Dynamos defeated RS Bakeni by 2-1. This is a better club. Can you see them? They are showing. God, everything will be fine. MC Odjas and Alilad. Yes, Odjas defeated Alilad by 2-1. Okay, let's go. While talking about Rivers United, let me also add it to you that the Nigerian Premier Football League were played over the weekend. Rivers United will be back. Yes, they have about 4 games outstanding in the Nigerian Premier Football League, and they will be back to action since whatever they. And I think one of the I don't want to call it cheating, that Rivers United, likes of Rivers United that play on the continent, they've done to the Nigerian League is the father. We suspend games for them, which doesn't even make sense. They have 4 games outstanding right now. A team like Ikorodu City that has struggled to get to the top of the table, Rivers United will come and win all the 4 games, win the league, go back to continent, mess up, come back again, celebrate them, go back again. Okay, let's leave that. Okay, let's talk about a club. There's a club in the NPFL. I have never heard that story before. This is I don't know, and I want to believe that this club maybe they are the financier of the NPFL. Because why will you have the country to rule out to pull out of the league, and within 1 week, within 48 hours, you are back, and there was nothing attached to it. You could even play against Shooting Stars at home and you won. But you, this same team, last week, you said you complained about logistic issues and you pulled out of the league. And I'm talking about Kun Khalifa. Kun Khalifa played last weekend against Shooting Stars and they won 2-0. And sometimes I don't even understand. I don't understand the functionality affecting the Nigerian league. Because when we have the country to write to the board that you're not playing again, and you came back, and maybe they begged you, maybe they had to appeal to your ego. Because for me, this does not even make sense. A team like Wolves in the EPL, they are going through a tough time. They are going through a tough time right now, and they dare not write to the English board, FA, that, hey, excuse me, guys, we are sorry. The game that has been scheduled with us against West Ham in the London at the London Stadium, we will not be playing because of logistics. It doesn't even make sense, honestly. I don't know. I'd like to get your take on this. It doesn't make sense because I think we need to do better in the Nigerian league, and I like to get
definitely. Definitely, I do agree with you. And I mean, I feel like at this point, the Nigerian Premier League is the gift that keeps on giving, always making headlines for the wrong reason, and that is like the negativity. Than why that's why most people don't really want to support the league, because it's always one drama or the other. And when you hear all of these things, it discourages fans. It discourages them from trying to like follow, and because you know that these things are not happening at the highest level, just like you said earlier in the Premier League, something like even in the Turkish league, nothing like this can happen. We all know that Turkish league can also be violent, sometimes, but you just cannot compare the level at which the organization of the league is just abysmal, honestly. But at the end of the day, we just have to look at how we can improve on this, because it keeps happening. If it is not a particular owner of a club complaining about fixtures, it's going to be fans invading the pitch. I mean, I think we're the ones stunting. I think we fans are the one. Sorry, the supporters or and the owners of these clubs are the ones stunting the growth of the league because of this anyhowness that is just keeps on reoccurring every single time. I mean, this is just a club that just got promoted into the league. Instead of them to find a way to survive the league, they are there, causing a whole lot of shenanigans and everything like that. But I think there should be consequences for their action. There should be a strong punishment for that. And the fact that they were even allowed to play in the first place is something you have to like put question marks on that. Are they the one financing the Premier League, which I do not agree, because they just got promoted into the league. So it just shows like a whole lot of corruptions and things that they need to like adjust and improve on in this particular league. It's just really embarrassing when you hear a whole lot of stories that are not supposed to be heard of. In 2026, I still hearing about a team complaining about fixtures, when it's not like they've already announced a whole lot of the scheduling and everything, and then you're complaining about the transport and everything like that. So things like that keeps reoccurring in the league, and it's something we just like we need to wake up, because it's becoming a joke now, honestly. And if care is not taken, nobody will continue to follow the league, and it's just remain like that. So I think I would just say is for the experts, the so-called legends of football in Nigeria should surround and try and take over the NPFL, because it's looking like
And please, for that, sorry, I think we have a legend managing Meyimba now. He's not a legend. And in this
I
season
think
alone, this season alone, they've changed coach like rapper 3 times.
so changing coach is not something new in football.
There
You
was
see,
a
you see
particular
Chelsea
coach,
doing
there
that
was a particular coach
every
that they
season.
sacked between 2 weeks. Within 3 weeks, they sacked the man, employed another coach.
Yeah, it happens in football. And I'm not trying to like make excuses, but I just feel like those people are more exposed and they know how it is done. They know how these things are done the right way. So who are we supposed to rely on? We're supposed to rely on those that have gone abroad and they've seen how it is being done over there, and then they come back with the experience and exposure. To, another way, because you look at people that are handling this league, it looks like they don't have any intention of making it a better league, and we're going to continue to be stunted, and we're going to like keep playing
Yes.
second, in fact fourth fiddle to the likes of other countries, like the North African teams and the like. So I think it's just a long way for the Nigeria Premier League. But I hope that one day we get our act together and we start to improve.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Prince, for that. Okay, let's take the results of the games that were played over the weekend. Bender Insurance defeated Enyimba by 2 goals to 0. Ikorodu City, they are top of the table, pending in the time. Rivers United comes to sub them after playing all their abandoned games. Ikorodu City, 2 goals to 0, defeated Niger Tornadoes, yes, in Lagos. Yeah, Kunkalipa, they are back. Very, very funny club. Okay, defeated Shooting Stars by 2 goals to 0. Plateau United, yes, Bengal Gubate is cooking. I can tell you, the food is cooking, he's cooking well. He's just the Carrick of the MPFL right now. By a lone goal, they defeated Kwara United. Kano Pillars defeated Red Monsters by a lone goal. I don't know where Red Monsters is going, but certainly, just like that song that they say, Bode Thomas, they know where they are going. Me, I don't know it, but they know. But obviously, where they will actually go is relegation. That is where they are going. With the way they are playing, it is relegation. The relegation water, it will take them far away, 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 away. Sorry.
But it would be really unfortunate to see the defending champions get relegated, though.
Was
It's really
was
disappointing.
was the
I know it's nothing new, but
not
it's
new
really
now?
disappointing, honestly.
I
When
don't have
like
that,
something tragic
but I know
happens.
that at one point, maybe in the Nigerian league, a defending champion had relegated before. Even in the
Maybe.
so-called abroad. So it's not anything. They can relegate. It's not anything. You can relegate. What's the big issue? Is this their first time? Even Sunshine Stars that have recorded that they don't used to relegate, they relegated. So what's the big issue?
Yeah,
The
it
only
just shows the lack of structure, because a team that just won the league will build on what they have and go for it the next season. Unfortunately,
okay,
that's not the case for most stars.
You never know. They might build, and maybe they built it and water came.
I think they just focused on the wrong thing at the wrong time. Focusing on restructuring that stadium is actually the timing of that is just actually off. I think they should have used that to invest more in bringing in more quality players to go again.
Okay. But flood came and it swept everything they built. That was what happened. It wasn't that they didn't build, but flood came. It was a big one. What was to be there? Okay, they played the barrage with Academy Warriors, Abia Warriors, and Enugu Rangers. Your Red Dad be there. Fidelis is back to his work. He has left after the Super Eagles adventure and sojourning. He's back and he's holding fort there. They played the barrage there. Abia Warriors, Enugu Rangers, while Nasarawa United and Bayelsa United played the 1-1 draw. Ikorodu 41 points. Rivers United 41 points. Nasarawa 41 points. Enugu Rangers in the fourth position, 40 points. I won't be surprised if I see Enugu Rangers maybe competing for the league this season. I will not be surprised because it looks as if they might be back. They might be back to win the league this season. Kano Pillars, Kwara United, Remo Stars, Plateau United that was in the relegation water before Gumbote took over in just less than 1 month. In just 1 month, they are in the 12th position. Remo Stars, down, go below, go below, go below, go below, go below, go below, go. Do we have that? Do we have that song? Can you look for that song? That song, go below, go. Please, you will play me that song. Go below. They're in the 19th position with 26 points. Cool Khalifa. All these ones they are relegated already, but 25 points. Kano Pillars and Kwara United there too. 28 and 27 points respectively. We have a commercial break. Okay. Let me also read this news quickly and let's put it there. The Nigeria, yes, they've qualified to the next round of the Davis Cup. Yes, after defeating Uberkistan, yes, in Lagos yesterday. It was a record and historic moment for the tennis team, yes, of Nigeria. The duo of Kanis Abua and Michael Emmanuel. Yes, they defeated, yes, the likes of Dennis Isotimi and Kunyon Sultanov. Because the guy no win, I don't know how to pronounce that. 7-6, 6-4 at the ITF Davis Cup. Yes, in Lagos. I think that was it. It's a good way. In the singles action, Daniel Adelaya beat Uberkistan Sultanov by 6-3, 6-4 in a reverse single match. While Adelaya delivered a confident display. Putting that. Do we have the song? Okay, can you just play that before we just go to our break? We'll be back after this time out, please. The phone line is open. It's 07000
Women Radio 91.7, breaking the culture of silence. Meals have a way of taking us on a journey, and when you add plenty of vegetables like efo and seasoned with the rich taste of North seasoning cubes, even better. So go ahead and elevate your meals with more vegetables and the rich taste of Knorr cubes. Today, eat for good.
It's the season of love, and Women Radio 91.7 is bringing you a Valentine's special on the Big Team Show. Celebrate love in all its forms, heartfelt stories from couples, unforgettable moments with besties, and appreciation for those special people who make life sweeter. You can also send a shout out to your loved ones and share the love live on air. Tune in every Friday in February from 4 to 5 p.m. for stories that connect and love that truly speaks on the Big Tune Show. For sponsorship and partnership, call 080-600-9237. Only on Women Radio 91.7 FM, where love lives on air.
Otu ụmụ nwaanyị Igbo mgbasa ozi Women Radio Membership n'olu bekee na-ejikọ gị na ụmụ nwaanyị azụmahịa ndị ọzọ, ndị ọchụnta ego, ụmụ akwụkwọ, ndị nlekwa ezinụlọ, ndị ọrụ ugbo na ndị ezumike nka dị na steeti 36 nke Naịjirịa. Dịka onye otu ụmụ nwaanyị Igwe mgbasa ozi, azụmahịa gị bụ nke a ga-akwalitere gị n'efu n'igwe mgbasa ozi ụmụ nwaanyị. Ị ga-enwetakwazi ihe nrite ihe ọma ndị dị ịtụnanya dị iche iche, ma nwetakwazi ohere ịnọ ma sonyere ihe omume anyị gasị. Tinye Women Radio app n'ekwentị gị taa iwe nụrụ olu gị n'igwe mgbasa ozi. Debanye aha n'efu na WFM917.com ma gbaa mbọ hụ na ị na-esonyere otu chịkọtara ụmụ nwaanyị Igwe mgbasa ozi. Kọwara nzikọrịta ozi Facebook, ọ bụ otu ma AFA Foundation and Nigeria Media Innovation Program NAMIP NAHIDAP ha na-akwado otu abụ Women Radio Membership.
Are you looking for a place to advertise your business at affordable rates or a hall to host all your corporate events and conferences? Then don't look any further for all your advert placements, live interviews, announcements, religious programs, event bookings, and lots more. Give your business the boost and reach your target audience at an affordable rate here on Women Radio 91.7. What are you waiting for? Hurry now. Call the numbers 0905 555 8998, 0806 009 2137, or 0816 060 5673, or email us at sales@wfm917.
HB 1349 ní nọ́mbà ìwé òfin ilé aṣòfin 1349. HB 1349 ó wà fún àwọn ipò tí a fi pamọ́ sílẹ̀ fún àwọn obìnrin ní ilé aṣòfin àgbà, ilé aṣòfin aṣojú àti àwọn ilé aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀. Tí o bá fọwọ́ sí HB 1349, ìjọba wa yóò dára sí i. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a panupọ̀ bí a sọ fún àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ ilé aṣòfin wa kí wọ́n dìbò fún HB 1349 fún Nàìjíríà tó dára. Tí o bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ Nàìjíríà, ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fún HB 1349 kí o fi ìfilọ̀ yìí ránṣẹ́ sí ẹlòmíràn. Ìkéde yìí wá láti Women Radio 91.7. Ayé ìgbádùn tó fẹ́ jẹ ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú bó ṣe ń ná owó rẹ̀. Ètò tuntun tó ń bọ̀ lórí Women Radio 91.7 yóò kọ́ ọ bí a ṣe ń náwó, bí a ṣe ń tọ́jú owó àti bí o ṣe lè ní owó tó pọ̀ jaburata. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Amọ́nì yóò kọ́ ọ ní ètò ìṣúná bí o ṣe lè lo owó rẹ̀ lọ́nà tó tọ́ àti lọ́nà tó yẹ. Lórí Amọ́nì kò sáyè ìsápamọ́ lórí kó o yáwó, kò sáyè ọ̀nkú bí o tí ì jẹun bẹ̀ yẹn. A ó kọ́ ọ bí o ṣe ń náwó, bí o ṣe ń tọ́jú owó àti bí o ṣe lè dá wà láàyè ara rẹ̀. Pàdé wa lórí Women Radio 91.7 ní gbogbo ọjọ́ Tuesday láago 3:00 ọ̀sán. Women Radio 91.7 ohùn fún obìnrin. Amọ́nì gbogbo obìnrin ní láti gbọ́.
Are you a business owner, freelancer, or salary earner in Lagos State? Taxes are not just bills to pay. Taxes are investments to develop your Lagos and your future. Women Radio, WFM 91.7, in partnership with Lagos Internal Revenue Service, LIRS, bring you Tax Radio every Wednesday at 5 p.m. and every Friday at 6:05 p.m. with tax experts on your tax rights and tax obligations in Lagos. Tax Radio with LIRS on Women Radio, WFM 91.7, Wednesdays at 5 p.m. and Fridays at 6:05 p.m. Empower yourself with your tax rights and obligations in Lagos.
Wheels have a way of taking us on a journey, And when you add plenty of vegetables like a four and season with the rich taste of North seasoning cubes, even better.
So go ahead and elevate your meals with more vegetables and the rich taste of Knorr cubes. Today, eat for good.
Women Radio 91.7.
Okay, welcome back to the Sports Radio Show. Yes, this is WFM Women Radio 91.7. The phone lines is open. 07000 917 09155917 Let's have a conversation. What do you think? You might be the solution to the Nigerian football system. You might. You never can tell. That thought, that thing that is, that idea that is springing from your mind, you can just tell us about it. Talk to me about it. I know you maybe don't want to tell everybody. Just tell me. I have big mouth. I can tell anybody. I just talk to me, but don't abuse anybody. No, I'm not there. I don't know how to do that. But you can just share that with me. You can share that with me. We are still playing our go below. I mean, I'll go below. Play our hey, that masters is you don't understand. You don't understand, Abby. If Reversa is giving MFM vibe. I remember once. I think that was like 2021. That was like 5 years ago. I remember during that season, MFM. I spoke with Tony Bulus that season, and I was like, Coach, you guys are playing draw 1-0, 1-1, 1-0. There will be a day that your 1-0, 1-1, your binary score will not help you. So don't worry, you are working on it. I think weeks later, Tony Bulus, it doesn't even up to a week, doesn't up to 2 weeks. I think maybe 2 weeks later, Tony Bulus was sacked, and they got another coach. The coach was there. They were doing everything, and eventually, Festus Allen took over. And their last game was against Sunshine in Korea. Was in that game where they relegated. It confirmed their relegation status. And that was the way they started. They're just starting gradually, and they were just going down to the extent that they now got to the bottomless pit where they could not go down again, and they couldn't go up. There was a stop gap upon their head. They couldn't go higher. Neither can they go lower because they have gotten to the lowest. They've got and that's it. But okay, we talked about Davis Cup. Nigeria, it was a very big moment for us. We got to the second round. Now, please, you want to share your insight about that? The tennis. It's very, very unpopular in Nigeria, but we're able to make something. The Davis Cup is known as the World Cup of Tennis, and the second round will be played in September. And Nigeria had gotten to the second round. This is a big achievement for Team Nigeria, because most of our players have never really had time to play in ATP ranking games. But getting to this is a big moment for them. Let me see if we can get the NNL result. Though the NWFL too, we can get that. But now let's talk about the Falconet. Please, if you have to talk about the Falconet, from your perspective, defeating Senegal by one knee, is that a good way for Coach Aduku?
Yeah, I mean, it's not the best, but I think it's still something to build on going to to play the second leg at Senegal. So I think it's just it's not really a comfortable lead, but it's something to still build on. So I think they just need a draw to advance to the next stage, and they're probably going to face either Guinea-Bissau or Malawi in the next round as well. So I'm actually going there with all confidence because my Musaduku side have qualified for every edition of the Under-20 Women's World Cup. So that is something to still rely on. I mean, if there's anything to bank on when it comes to Nigerian football, is the women. I mean, they've always they've been reliable, and they've always done one thing or the other, and they're also trying to follow in the footsteps of the Super Falcons as well. So it's not really a comfortable lead, but it's still better than getting a draw. I think all they just have to do to go there is to go to Senegal, is to try and get as much as possible to get a draw, and that will be enough to secure a place in the next round.
You said something, and I just want to pick something from what you said. You said they've always qualified, but I think it's only about qualification or qualifying, but making tremendous impact. Because I think most times we've always been deceived with, oh, we've qualified now, at least we shall qualify. But it's not about just going there to mark numbers. And that was one thing that affected the Chan Eagles. It's not about qualifying. It's about you going there and make great step, great impact. And I think that's just the way it is for me. The NLL resumes this weekend. And just like a popular word from a very wise man that said that the most important league in Nigeria is the NLL. Honestly, yes. Honestly, a team that did not play a team that did not run through the rank, and you can just see the team in NLL. Like, where did you pass? Don't worry. There are so many back doors in NLL. It's only in NLL you see a lot of back doors. Back doors. They don't have front doors. Even the front door, they used to pass. They used to enter through the back. They will back. They will not. They will turn. They will.
Yeah, I think one thing we have to realize is until we're ready to do things the right way in Nigeria as a footballing nation, we always have this problem of always collapsing when we get to the continent, because the quality is just not there. If we use mago pass, if we don't do things the right way and use mago, skip the necessary face and steps they're supposed to take because of probably corruption and everything. When you get to the highest level, you can't compete with that, because those people actually built it, and they actually they had a clear plan, and they follow through. But yeah, we just do things any way we want, and we just use money, throw money, and at the face of any problem or issues, and that is why we're always struggling and always lacking behind.
Okay, thank you so much for that piece. Okay, let's take with Abakaliki. Yes, we'll be playing Thomas. Yes, that's on talking about he's on Valentine's Day. Okay, I pray that I don't know who is going to give each other Valentine's gift. Anyway, ABS against Mighty Jets. Also there, that's Abubakar Abukola Saraki FC against Mighty Jets from Jos. But for the oldies, I think the oldies. I think sometimes we still need to go back to history. For people that know Mighty Jets at one point, I think I remember I read one of the book of one of the legendary sport journalists in Nigeria, who spoke about how Mighty Jets used to be a very big rival to Plateau United at one point in the Nigerian League. Many people don't know who Mighty Jets, who they used to be. Many people don't know them, but they were a really, very tough team. Calabar Rovers too. Many people don't know who Calabar Rovers. They were a really very top team. Top team. They produced top players. Against Aqua United too. Barcelona against Kada Warriors. Beyond Limit against Atlant. For everybody that knows Atlant, you know who they call Iwayahu National. Atlant. Unfortunately, the big boys at one point in the league, they are now playing in the important league, so-called important league right now. BT Force against Kebbi. We have Crown FC of Ogbomoso. This club, yes, this same club is for the oldies, this same Crown FC produced someone like Seyi Olofinjano. Yes, the same Seyi Olofinjano who is with Chelsea right now. Yes, Crown FC, yes, producing. And don't forget Sunshine Stars too as well. Sunshine Stars too. Godfrey Obelabana, the quality player. This was one of the clubs that Dega Gubote really had a very great time as a coach. Yes, they got to the CAF Champions League semi-final, CAF Confederations Cup semi-final, losing in Ijebu. Then yeah, that's another club. Doma United against CTFC Abuja. These are the upcomings. I don't know anything. I don't know what to say about Ekiti United, but they used to be. Anyways, Ekiti United against First Bank. Gospel Akpabio and Osun United. Yes, Osun United. Yeah, they just call them Prime FC at one point. Edel and against Inter Lagos. Jigawa Golden Stars against Gombe. Gombe to a very, very top team. Rancha Bays against Sporting Spring. Why? One of the OD clubs that so far I want them to be in the NPFL because of the history. And I was talking about Gateway United. This was one of the first club Ogumbote coach in his career. And if you remember, legendary Super Eagles, former striker, talking about Rashidi Yekini played for this club. Obafemi Martins played for this club. Yeah, Gateway United. Unfortunately, things are not going the way they should. Lobby Stars and Sokoto, yes. Lobby Stars as well to go to the CAF Champions League. They played in the group stages too as well. Those are the oldies, the old clubs. Hopefully, I believe, I hope that they are going to get things back. That's it about the fixtures in the so-called importantly the NNL as we used to call it. Okay, let's move away from there. Let's go to do we have any stories? But let's go to Europe. Let's get out of Nigeria and let's go to Europe. Let's talk about the EPLs, please. Liverpool against Manchester City. It was really, really a big one. People did not. Yes, it was really, really a very good. Okay, let me just put this here before. Yes, I saw this news. I saw this news yesterday. I forgot to. I forgot to add it here. Okay, let me just put it here. The Nigerian player talking about Saburi. Yes. Adeniji. Yeah, I saw his picture yesterday. I saw his picture yesterday from one of content creator. Yes, on Facebook yesterday, and I was like, oh, I'm going to check it through. I just saw it now, and I was like, let me just say it. Yeah, he plays for Kings Park Rangers, in London, in the UK. He died, and the club had actually suspended their games for him. That's Saburi Adeniji. Adeniji died, and it's really a very big one, very, very sad one. He's just 26-year-old winger. It's a really, really an unfortunate situation. He's still very young. Someone that still has a lot of career to him, but in view before he passed on. He passed on, and just like everybody had been posting, from the club, they said that he will always be a king. He will always be loved as a friend, as a dad, as a husband, as a brother, as a son. From the picture I saw, from the picture that I saw from Etioba, he shared a picture of when they were growing up, back in Nigeria before he relocated to the UK, playing in the UK. It's really, really a very sad one. Yeah, to see that he's being survived by his wife and young daughter. Hopefully, the club, they are saying they're going to raise funds to see how they will keep the family to also facilitate an emergency visa processing, flight and accommodation for Adeniji's wife and 4-year-old daughter. A GoFundMe has been launched by his friend Joshua Pollard. Yes, and that's it. It's so sad. It's so sad that the young man died. He had been in intensive care at the Queen's Hospital in Romford since January 15th, and it's just so sad. I pray that the family do not grant them the fortitude to bear this loss. Let's go to the EPL story that we're talking about. Peace. Nobody saw this coming, that Man City would defeat Liverpool. And this was even a very good record for Erling Haaland, who has now scored in 23 grounds. Because earlier he has not scored at Anfield. But scoring the penalty yesterday. And I was even very close to some people, and I told them, I said, this is where Erling Haaland is going to play penalty. They were like, no, he has not been playing it in that angle. I said he's going to play here. Assuming many of them don't used to know that. I don't want to say I'm a prophet. I don't want to be proud. But I was like, these guys want to play this penalty. But Alice Becker did not hear me, unfortunately. They could have consulted me. But that was how the whole thing went. For you, Peace. I know Arsenal, you guys had sponsored trip to go to Anfield. Unfortunately, your plan did not go.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
Yes,
unfortunately, it did not. Yeah, first off, Alisson Becker is not a known penalty, expert. He's not known to save a whole lot of penalties. If that was, maybe the Aston Villa goalkeeper Martinez, or even a David Raya, or even Kepa, those are, even Kelly of Brentford. So he's not known to save a lot of pressure. I had zero hope when Alan stepped up. The only hope I had was because Alan already lost 2 penalties in the Premier League this season. That's like the only hope. But kudos to Manchester City for not giving up. That shows that they are still very much in the title race, and it shows why they won it. A whole lot of times in the Premier League. They never say that attitude. Actually, was actually evident yesterday. Bernardo Silva stepping up as the captain, leading by example. I think Liverpool only have themselves to blame because the 2 goals they considered were sloppy goals. Are definitely preventable. They fell asleep when Bernardo Silva scored the equalizer, and then the penalty error by Alisson Becker was definitely avoidable as well. So kudos to Manchester City. They had the better chances in the first half, but Liverpool dominated in the second half. But I asked if there's any person I was like, transfer aggression on, is probably KTK, because he had like 3 different chances that he should have capitalized on, and probably scored a brace yesterday, but he did not take any of that. I'm not trying to analyze the game. And kudos to Pep Guardiola. Honestly, it makes title race more interesting, not like the one we saw last season where by January we already knew that was Liverpool.
To say it is a lie. It's not coming from your heart.
It's not scope now. It's the truth. This time last
Coming from your
we already knew that Liverpool was going to win.
Arsenal fan.
We already knew that Liverpool was going to win. It's not about being an Arsenal fan. It's just being objective here. Last season, we already knew that Liverpool was going to win this league.
Yeah.
Now, Arsenal are still, for me, I still believe it's Arsenal's title to lose, honestly, because the job is clear now. Beat Man City at the Etihad, which they've not done in, I can't even remember last time they beat Man City at the Etihad. I think Arteta was even still playing then. So
I gave it to in a draw. The poll line is
if it ends in a draw, it still favors Arsenal though. If the gap remains like this before the game, at the Etihad, I think it still favors Arsenal.
Let's see as it goes. The poll line is 7,917. Let me just take the results of the games that I played. Leeds against Forest. Yes, Leeds led Forest to the Forest. 3-1. Manchester United got Tottenham by 2-0. There, Carrick is doing well. He's breaking every bars. He's creating a new history for Manchester United. It's been a long time they've had this. Played 4 games, stayed unbeaten. Wolves, yes. Tolu Arokodare scored, but that goal was not even close to enough. Yes, for them. Wolves are they will go to the relegation forest. Don't worry. Against Chelsea, 3-1. Wolves will go to relegation forest. Sharp. Okay. Against Everton, 2-1 there. Everton defeated Fulham. And also Burnley against West Ham. West Ham defeated Burnley by 2-0. Arsenal, hey, go rest. Omoton saw sharp boy. He does the score. He put body, put leg on that, put body on that.
He don't finally arrive, Abby. He don't finally arrive.
He never arrived. Finish.
He don't finally arrive now. 8 goal contribution in his last 8 games. He's not something to.
That's
the same thing you are giving to Carrick now. Carrick won just 4 games now. If I say,
do you know the kind of do you know the kind of team he played against? Have you guys defeated Man City yet? Have you guys beaten Liverpool? Have you guys beaten Man City? We beat you guys. We beat Arsenal. Manchester United beat Arsenal.
Oh, yeah, Manchester United fan. No wonder. Now I understand where the hate is coming from. I understand. So focus on your top 4.
I'm just trying to identify myself with Manchester United. It doesn't mean
everybody. Focus on the top 4. Me, I've gotten what I want to get from that. That
you got to hear what you want to hear. But I will say the truth. I to associate myself with everywhere.
Let the truth set you free. Are you a Manchester United fan or not?
Okay, let's go back. Bournemouth against Aston Villa played 1-1. Brentford defeated Newcastle by 3-2. Brighton against Crystal Palace. Yes, they brighten their way. Defeating Brighton by a lone goal there. Why? Manchester City. Talking about the citizens. Bernardo Silva, Pep Guardiola, Eli Alan. The old boys were doing that. Antonio Semenyo. Everything was all blistering. Bright stars for them.
No.
Against Liverpool.
No, it was not like that. It was not all Manchester City were actually, kind of unlucky in the first half to not convert their chances. But it was not all like they were actually, they just capitalized on the opportunity. That's the difference.
You will just explain.
Because I'm making this look like, 3
point has been taken already. 3 point has gone. your sponsor
And
team.
I'm still 6 points clear. My club is still 6 points clear. So no worries, no worries. It makes the
Okay
league more
now.
interesting. It makes
Okay.
it more spicy.
We
That is
know
why
now.
Premier League is
We have
the
this
most watched
conversation
league in the
yesterday. We
world.
guys are going to play on Thursday. We have this conversation.
Yeah, of course. Of
Yeah.
course. As
Okay.
long as Massive don't pack the bus, we're good to go.
Yeah, okay. Arsenal has 56 points, Man City 50 points, Aston Villa 47 points. Manchester United is in the top 4. Can you say where's Chelsea? No, they are down. Where's Liverpool? Oh, I can't find them. Where's Sunderland? No.
Well, don't get
Where's
too comfortable. Manchester United are still coming down.
Chelsea.
But the good news for Manchester United fans is that it's going to be a top 5 race. So because of how well other teams are doing well in the Champions League. So probably going to be a top 5 qualification spot. Yeah.
Okay, we have the bottom 3, West Ham there, Burnley and Wolves there in the bottom. Let's talk about the games that we played. Yes, this same week we have that's talking about tomorrow, Newcastle against Tottenham there, Everton against Bournemouth, Chelsea against Leeds. Yes, talking about the games played tomorrow, Tuesday, West Ham against Manchester United. Hopefully to see something very great there. That's on Tuesday. Why Man City against Fulham? You better have to beg Fulham. Let London team help you. London team are the one that can help us now. Beg Fulham. Beg them. Crystal Palace against Burnley, Aston Villa against Brighton, and also we have Forest against Wolves, and we also have Sunderland against Liverpool. We have Brentford, another London derby there against Arsenal. And also, let me put it about Nigerian players on the continent. We have Ademola Lookman. Again, 2 goals so far for Atletico Madrid. Peace. Ademola Lookman. 2 goals. Yes, for Ademola Lookman there.
Yeah. A bright start for him. At Atletico Madrid right now is looking like a dream debut for him. Unfortunately for him, he lost to Real Betis over the weekend, and Anthony, the former Manchester United player, scored the only goal in that game. And actually, Ademola Lookman also scored, but he got disallowed for offside as well. So he's looking really bright. I mean, the stars are aligning for Ademola Lookman, and we're here to support him.
Okay. Yeah, we're here to support him. Also, let's talk about Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen also scored during the weekend. Scored, yes, his 52nd for Galatasaray on Sunday after their 3-0 win over Rizespor. Yes, and that's it. Talking about that. And Rizespor is the club of Ibrahim Olawonyi as well, too. Okay, let's see. Do we also have other stories there? To also look at this. Oshoala. Yes, let's talk about Oshoala, yeah. Oshoala also with Alila. Yes, when Alila played, they played a draw there with Al-Ali. And also, yes, our time is running very, very fast there. Let's see in the La Liga. Let's just take results. So I played Kylian Mbappe is on fire at the moment. The guy is doing so well. Without any controversy, Kylian Mbappe is balling. He's balling at the moment. They defeated Real Valencia by 2-0. Real Betis defeated Atletico Madrid, while also Athletic Club played a 4-2 win there over Levante. Sevilla as well too played a 1-1 draw with Girona, where Alaves and Getafe defeated Alaves. Real Sociedad defeated Elche by 3-1, while Barcelona defeated Mallorca, yes, there. Barcelona has 58 points. Real Madrid has 57 points there. Time is fast spent. Let's see if we can just take one more. The phone line is open, but let's see if we can just take one more there. Okay, let's just check athletics and let's see what's up. Yes, Adeoye also. They all had brilliant. Don't forget that the camp is open. The Nigerian Athletics weekend also too. They are preparing as well. Just talking about Nigerian contingent. They developed a series of standout performances over the weekend with Samuel Ghazi, Saeed Salam, Sunday Akito blazing the trail of Nigerian brilliance before Olympics finalists Enoch Adegoke and sprinter Fola Olaoye capped the standout in Europe. And that's the size of the program this evening. Thank you so much, Peace, for joining this evening. And also next week we continue again from other stories we have. Hopefully we get another interesting moment. God bless Nigeria. God bless WFM. God bless me. God bless everyone, all my listeners. We'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you for having me. Bye-bye.